Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Look, 10 cycles.
Straight to the air here, it's Young. Getting out to his left. Looking deep to open the game. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. On 3rd down, it's Young. This finds its target, that's Hill. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Drill, 52.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ball game.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, ready?
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side.
Ready, ready.
4th down, here's Young. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked by their rookie out of Florida State. And the Ravens have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road. Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, Well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Last two passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
On the extra point.
The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Young on the play action. Kelsey's got it right side. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happens.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. He'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Running once more with Brooks. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Ravens make the recovery. If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, I feel like this would be the time to press it.
And you know me, I'd take the elevator right down to the field and press it now.
And this defense, man, they have seized on the opportunity that's been presented to them early.
And here's what happens with defenses. Once they feel an offense is loose with the ball, this poor ball security, they're going to be ripping and clawing and tearing for it all game long.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Vacates quickly left side. He's keeping it. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Backed up after that penalty. This is 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down. That's 3rd down.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going for it himself. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down throw for Jackson. Right side and in. He loses the football. Picked up by the Panthers. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take over possession.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for second down.
Going deep here for the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Panthers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. LeJohntay Wester to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. One drawn up here for Lamar. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, here's Lamar. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So second down coming up.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. And you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in. Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Hey, middle.
You just get the play off. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the bank in just a moment.
DC, ready?
Back at beginning of the second quarter. Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Chased out to his right. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Trying down the middle with Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Lamar now from the gun. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. Fourth down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Hey! Come on! Hey, report!
Fourth down, here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. First call here coming from the shotgun. Young working from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Pickup of 2 here. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
A pickup of 2 yards.
Here we go.
First down, Panthers.
Again, it's Brooks. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Young. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Right through. That rag. Cycle. Blaster. Drill. Right. White.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Went right, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick 6. Well, you know this firsthand, partner. You get hit making a throw, you know this is a possibility. And that crowd cheer then confirmed it for him as he got off the ground, picked off, and in this case, taken back for 6 as well.
I hated that sound. Not only is the pads crunching me, but that crowd telling you it is going the other way. That's what you got to do to these quarterbacks in this league. You got to hit them, you got to harass them, and mistakes will follow.
On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Young back to it after the pick. Gets everything he has under this one. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. We've set it down from 37. McMillan coming in motion right. We give here to the motion man. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap now to Young. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Got a man. It's Horn. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd down run with Brooks. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. Set.
Play action now. Young taking a shot deep here. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
13. Hey.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think in a situation like that, 3rd and inches, defense is certainly thinking stop the run first. But that's well done defensively. Not a problem for them to adapt and get into the right coverage and now force a critical 4th down.
On their own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it. 4th down, it's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to run for it. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
At the 44-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And they're going to have 1st and goal, Brock, as he gets out of bounds right around the 9.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Lamar off the play fake. Has it in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. From the gun, Jackson buying some time left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
20-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Here we go.
The final throw before the break. Headed out right. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Now he's looking for a shot. That's complete inside the 35. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength. We just showed it off.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Another run for Henry. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
And he had just enough leg behind that one. It is off the crossbar and through. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Hey, ready.
They'll start this drive with Brooks. And he picks up about 4 yards before they send him out. So 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And that's good for a gain of 5. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Looking to throw, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, a gift to Brooks. Will cobble together a yard there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go. 22 meters. Red 30.
Young throwing here. Rotting right side by McMillan. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Steal. Check steal. Go. 7-2.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Sends this to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers start the second half with some needed points. Tyreek Hill to touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game. is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Buying some time right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
He completes it in traffic. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action now with Jackson. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And this one doesn't go far.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up.
All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Lamar now from the gun. And this one is launched downfield and in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. George Pickens the touchdown. An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 31, Panthers 21. Tyler Luke to kick
All
off.
set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Hubbard with a return here. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Fight, kick, red, cycle, 60 red, black, chop, stick, red, hut.
Now Young. McMillan on the slant. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, Young. There's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, Young. It's a big strike to Hill. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ready?
From the red zone now. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Hut. Smash. 50. Green. Fly blue. Ready.
Here he goes, third and long. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making a 4-point game here in the fourth. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the fourth. So we're down to a 3-point game, and now gonna try to get it back in pursuit of a game-tying field goal. And no dice on this kick, the Ravens recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, the good news is, still a decent bit of time left. Maybe a little quick on the draw to dial up that onside kick.
Yeah, you know what happens, Kate, in these moments, right? We've been doing this for a while, and you see my brain just going to overdrive, trying to peel back the layers as to why you would make that decision. And ultimately, I think it's because you don't trust your defense against this offense. That's a big risk to take. And now, unfortunately, you've set this offense up for success.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lamar back to throw. Pass pulled in by Henry. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He's back to throw. Escapes out to the left. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Lamar throwing again. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Ravens making a 9-point advantage. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Yellow. 22 needle. White. White. Cut, cut.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Panthers got to score in a hurry.
On the set.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
From the pistol, it's Young. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
On the ball.
Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Looking to throw it. Drops this one underneath. Brooks. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. It's Young, the throw here on 1st. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Running it after the penalty. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. On the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
1st and 10. 40-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Trying to push deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
That's complete. Sanders has got it outright. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ready?
Desperation time here on 4th. Good strike downfield to Kelce. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
The 13-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
He tucks it and takes off. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Panthers make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. And it's up and good, and they'll get one last tally in the final act of this ball game. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.